Sandy, you and I have known each other since the late 80s, very early 90s, somewhere in there. Um, we've been friends ever since, and it's a friendship that I cherish. Um, as both a friend and a colleague, personally and professionally, you've always been loyal to me. You've always had my back. I've always been able to count on you, and I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Um, you've always been there when I needed you. You were uh, always on my side, and it's meant a lot to me. Um, it's something about you that's always impressed me. That even from back in the day when we first got into this business, certainly you worked hard to advance your career, but you were always from the beginning about other people as well, and elevating other people and making sure other people had a chance, and with the publications that you ran back in the day, and watching you champion people that back then, it's certainly not perfect now, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was back then. And you championed women writers in the genre, and the LGBTQ plus community. There were a handful of us that were working in that direction, but nobody was more passionate or out front about it than you were. You were an absolute pioneer in that area, and you didn't give a damn who liked it and who didn't. And a lot of people didn't like it back then. But that was always something that I've respected deeply about you. I'm glad we've had the chance to work together in so many different ways, and also the 3 novels we wrote together were was great. And I'm hoping that we can write that 4th one that we talked about. I look forward to doing that. And I just want you to know that this isn't. I didn't want this to be about, certainly not about death or the end of anything, but rather a celebration of you, and your art and your work, all the tremendous work you've done as a writer and as a painter, a poet. You're crazy talented, and I think one of the interesting things about you is that I've never known anybody that I can think of that had the level of talent that you have, who seems to almost always be completely unaware of it. It's a wonderful trait to have. But we all know you're in a tough fight right now. You've been in them before, and you won. And we're hoping and praying you're going to win this time. And so I want you to know that I want you to realize, because I don't think you do, how much your work and you have positively impacted so many people. Just in putting this together and asking people to take part. And there were literally more people that we just couldn't fit everybody in due to reasons of time. But know that your work has really impacted an awful lot of people in a really good way. And that's a testament to your hard work and just your decency, really, and good for you. So keep fighting, and we're all praying for you and hoping for you and rooting for you, and we honor you and your work, and thank you for everything, and I love you, and we love you. We all love you. Talk soon.
Hi, Sandy. It's Mary Sangiovanni. I remember that for years you were always very supportive of other writers, especially new writers and women writers, and I've always really appreciated that. I try to carry it with me forward, and I look forward to being able to carry on that tradition and recommend your books to other people. And thanks. Thanks for everything.
Hey there, Sandy. Brian Keene. Um, I've written about your books for 25 years, and about, you as a writer and an artist. I have nothing more to say in that regard. It's all out there in my writing, and I will continue to do that for as long as I'm here. So instead, what I'd like to do is tell you a story, and it's not a story that I've told publicly or shared with many people. Um, you, of course, remember J.F. Gonzalez, Jesus. I don't know if you and him ever met in person or not, but Jesus passed. And a few years later, Dave Thomas, my co host on the horror show with Brian Keene, was in hospice. And one morning, I had a dream. And it was a vivid, vivid dream, Sandy. I was with some friends, and I walked into a bar in my own hometown, and my friends went this way, and I went into a side room, and it was pitch black in the side room. Couldn't see anything. And all of a sudden, I felt Jesus behind me, felt his hand on my shoulder. As I said, I don't know if you met Jesus in real life or not, but he had a stutter. And in my dream, he stuttered. And he said, "Hey, bro, don't turn around. If you turn around, you're going to wake up. I want to let you know Dave is going to go this morning. And I want to let you know I'm going to be there to meet him." So, I did what anybody in that situation would do. I tried to turn around. As I did, I heard him go, "You asshole." And then I woke up. It was 4:03. I remember that very distinctly. I looked at my phone. It was 4:03 in the morning. 7 minutes later, Dave's partner, Dina, texted me, and she said, "The nurse thinks Dave is going to go this morning. Can you be here?" And so I got in my truck, and I was there. And there's no doubt in my mind Jesus was there too. We all meet the end of the road sooner or later. Greg says you're going to undergo this last treatment, and I hope it works. Regardless, all of us will get to the end of the road eventually. And it's not my belief, Sandy. It's a fact. It's something I know. When we get there are others there to meet us. We don't go through it alone. And I know that we live on, not just with the things we've written and created, not just through children or family members, but our consciousness transcends. So I wish you all the best. Greg, you too. Peace.